Hello, hello! Pizza Pax here, and we're back with Modern Horizons 3 Prerelease Kit number 4. Let's get started. As always, let me know in the comments. What do you think of this? I'm having a lot of fun making these videos. Excuse me. And all around having a good time. So, if you're enjoying them too, let me know. Got our fourth blue dye. Starting to wonder if they're all blue. Alright. Got our little insert. Very nice. And this time we have Winter Moon. Quite possibly one of the most useless cards for sealed. Interesting card, bad for sealed. Or at least, I think it's bad for sealed. Constructed is a different story entirely. But we have our Winter Moon. We have our code. Again, first come, first serve. If you use the code, please say thanks. I used it in the comments. It's just common courtesy. Didn't think I would have to say that, but hey. Got 2 used codes so far with no message, so please be kind. Alright, pack 1. We have Expanding Ooze. Fitted Gargantua. Okay. Hex-Gold Slith. Fanged Flames. Very strong. Okay. Corrupted Shapeshifter. Nightshade Dryad. Also very strong. Cyclops Superconductor. Deceptive Landscape. Mog Mob. Consuming Corruption. Ooh. Extinguish a target creature or planeswalker, and you gain X life or access to the number of swamps you control. Neat. It's just a strictly better Tendrils of Corruption. Tameo meets the Story Circle. Deep Analysis. Very nice. Springheart Nantuko. Very nice. Also, today is 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, everyone. So, you're probably going to hear a lot of fireworks in the background. Neighbors on both sides of me have a cache of legal fireworks that they've been firing off for the last 4 hours. So, that is a thing. Cephalid Coliseum Foil Miscut. Nice. And a flip card. Pack 2. We have Solstice Zealot, which is pretty strong. Siege Smash. Aether Spike. Expanding Ooze number 2. Fitted Gargantua. Okay. Sheltering Landscape. Shattered Landscape. That one sounded like it was right over my house. Wumpus Aberration. Very nice. That one seems really strong. Furnace Hellkite. Ooh. Affinity for artifacts, too. Bridgeworks Battle. Nice. And this has a misprint. The black layer is shifted. You can really see it on the bottom here. And it does have the correct back. Okay. Cursed Mirror. Let's see. 279. Oh, I didn't mark the Winter Moon or the Springheart Nantuko. Winter Moon. Well, so first off, Cursed Mirror. That is our 4th Cursed Mirror. Very nice. Winter Moon. Winter Moon is in here somewhere. There it is. That is our 4th Winter Moon. And Spring Heart Nantuko. Let's see. Spring Heart Nantuko. That is our 2nd Spring Heart Nantuko. Nice. It's red. Eldrazi Linebreaker. Very nice. I'm seeing that is our 4th Linebreaker. And a Galvanic Discharge foil. Looks like we are getting geared up for some nice red-green. Maybe some Jund with those expanding oozes. And the 2 Fetid Gargantuas. Refurbished Familiar, very nice. Rosecott Knight. Void Pouncer, another good one. Petrifying Meddler. Temperamental Oozewag. This is really pushing me in that direction. Snapping Void Claw. That's pretty sweet. Drownyard Lurker. It's actually colorless. Skittering Precursor. Johnny Fells the Godsire. Snow-covered Waste. Hey. Revitalizing Past. Okay, and that does have the correct back on it. Nice. Reform. Lair of Duplication. Very nice. 119. That is our 4th Flare. And Kozilek's Unsealing. Here we cast a creature spell with mana value 4, 5, or 6. Create 2 0/1s. Whenever you cast a creature spell with mana value 7 or greater, draw 3 cards. Whoa. We're probably playing that. If we can find a way to work that in, definitely going to try and play it. All right. Pack 4. We have Dream Drinker Vampire. Nyxborn Unicorn. Galvanic Discharge number 2. Electrozoa. Foul Strike. Cranial Ram. Contaminated Landscape. Depth Defiler. That's another good one. Phyrexian Ironworks. Path of Annihilation. Enters, create 2 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn. Eldrazi you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. Whenever you cast a creature spell with mana 7 or greater, you gain 4 life. Sweet. Suppression Ray. Okay, does it have the right back? It does. Cephalid Coliseum. Archway of Innovation. Let's see, 350. That's definitely not anything. Archway of Innovation, that is our 2nd one. Skoa Ember Mage, very nice. You're definitely getting pushed towards red. Pack 5. Rosecott Knight, number 2. Those are really strong too. Void Pouncer, number 2. Petrifying Meddler. Temperamental Oozewag. Dream Drinker Vampire. That's a really nice one too. Riddlegate Gargoyle. Arcbound Condor. Whoa, that seems strong. Null Elemental Blast. Drowner of Truth. Apparently this flips into something else. Yep, Drown Jungle. Well, that's pretty sweet. Looks like we've got big Eldrazi going. Quorum the Undertaker in the showcase frame. Very nice. Crick. Son of Yawgmoth. Let's see, 274. That is our first crick. Fanatic of Ronus. 152. That is our sixth Fanatic. Creation of Avison. Island and an ad. And pack 6. We have Smelting Charge Bug. Demon Furier. Basking Brood Scale. Kami of Jealous Thirst. Airy Auxiliary. Sheltered Landscape, or Sheltering Landscape. Cyclops Superconductor. Marionette Apprentice, very nice. Kozilek's Unsealing, number 2. That's pretty sweet. Ondu Knotmaster. Huh. Interesting. Stomp. With the correct back. Buried Alive. Lair of Malice. Okay. 95. That is our 6th Flare of Malice, I think. Yeah, looks like 6th. Pinnacle Monk. That's pretty sweet. Ooh, they almost have like a Spellslinger build available too. Alright, we've got like no white to speak of. We can just pretend that didn't happen. Let's see, what do we have in blue? So we have Kozilek's Unsealing, which is really interesting. Whenever you cast a creature spell with mana value 4, 5, or 6, create 2 colorless Eldrazi spawn. Whenever you cast a creature spell with 7 or greater, draw 3 cards. So I like that a lot. Let's see, Meddler. It's good, but meh. Depth Defiler. That seems hard to cast. Electrozoa, another Unsealing. Reform seems solid. Yeah, that seems pretty good, actually. Aether Spike isn't bad. Deep Analysis. Solid. Story Circle, yep. So we're going to cut those. Because this is just going to be a very light splash. Probably not even going to run the Reform. Let's see. Like the 2 Unsealings. Let's see, black. Let's see, each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker with greatest mana value among creatures or planeswalkers it control. That's a maybe. Buried Alive. But not really in the position to do Reanimator. I didn't see any Reanimator stuff. Marionette Apprentice, though, is very good. Let's see, Jealous Thirst. It's a good closer. It's a good blocker with closing ability. Creation, don't really want to play. Correct. Crick is a maybe. I don't know, a 2/2 lifelink for effectively 4 doesn't seem... Yeah, I don't think Crick is going to get there. Arcbrown Condor is good, but seems hard to cast right now. 2 Dream Drinkers is good. Refurbished Familiar is solid. Consuming Corruption seems good. Yeah, so we can skip Consumption, or the Creation. Fetid Gargantua, just big and draws you cards. I like the idea of the Fetid Gargantuas. Refurbished Familiar goes along with other stuff. Earthbound Condor seems really good if we have an artifact sub-theme, but I don't really see that. Dream Draker seems like good early interaction though, and Refurbished is good. Consuming Corruption is a maybe. Depends on how... I don't know that we're going to have enough swamps for that. Yeah, it doesn't really look like we're going to have enough swamps to utilize that, so... we'll kind of start off there. Alright, on to red. Red looked really promising. So, MDF Seeds, we can just kind of assume we're going to play. Absolutely playing Galvanic. Not sure about Flare yet. Flare seems interesting. Goa is basically an auto-include. Galvanic. Linebreaker is really good. Linebreaker is very good. Cursed Mirror is solid. Harness Hellkite just seems good. Siege Smash seems more like a sideboard card. Fanged Flames is good. Mob is mid. Smelted Charge Bug. That's very aggressive and good. Stoa is good. Huh. Actually, all of those seem really good. Our red-black seems really solid. Actually, I don't know that... our red... we may just be red-black, actually. I'm gonna skip the blue this time around. Let's see. Basking Brood Scale, Fanatic of Ronus, Temperamental Oozewag, Path of Annihilation. Path is interesting. Foul Strike is solid, especially with all the stuff that we have that cares about modified. Temperamental is really good, and we have two of them. Got Bridgework Battle. Wampus Aberration is a 6/6 trample for 4. Like, that's nuts. And then Springheart Nantuko lets us make copies of things. Nightshade's Riot. No, we're playing these cards. Yeah, we're definitely doing better there than it seemed like at first. So Stomp, good. Undo Not Master, probably not. Maybe on the Quorum, since we're already in Jund colors. Drowner of Truth seems solid. And it's a 7-drop. See that. Mid. Don't really need the duel since we're not playing the white. Cranial Ram is interesting. Put that in the maybe. Vitally Rising Repast. Snapping Void Craw. We really need that. Expanding Ooze. Whenever it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target modified creature. Yeah, that seems real good with the other stuff we've got. Let's see. I accidentally put any of the rares in here. No. Do have interesting uncommons there. Creation. Okay. We're still gonna maybe the unsealings, like maybe one as an extra splash kind of thing, but I don't think we're gonna have room. Okay, let's look at our lands. So, red, green. Don't think we're gonna have things that care about improvise. Doesn't really cover anything. Waste, maybe. Drownyard Lurker is still interesting. Let's see, Shattered Landscape is black and red. That's red and green. Got 2 Cephalid Colosseums, which is kind of nice, but also not really something we're looking for. And then we've got a black-green. And yeah, I don't know, the Colosseums are interesting. There's also an argument for going with the energy deck for blue-red, but I didn't see enough blue that I really wanted to play. Excuse me. Let's see, so we got 5, 10 lands here. Let's look at our curve of this. It's our maybe pile, but probably not. Alright. Oh. It's in there too. That's a lot of cards. 7, 3, 3, 2. Excuse me. 2, 2, 4. 4. Might actually even just drop the red. Now that I'm looking at this. It's just a 7/7 vigilance for 7. Just. So that's basically a one-time ramp. Maybe that Quorum gets +X/+X, where X is the greatest power among creatures. All graveyards. Whenever it attacks, each player mills a card. During each of your turns, you may play a land and cast a spell from among cards in graveyards that were put there from libraries this turn. Whoa! That's solid. Void Pouncer. That's not terrible. I don't think Ironworks is where we want to be. Skittering Precursor. Void Mist makes owner, or makes a creature. Okay, Void Pouncer is good. Skella is good. Smelted Chargebug. Gives Menace for 1. It's not the best, but it's not terrible either. So removal. We're gonna maybe the Chargebug. Hellkite. It's up there. Curse Mirror seems good. Line Breaker is fantastic. So removal, removal, removal. Familiar. Those. 5 drop in here now. We're gonna have 0/1 drops the way this is going. 2. Okay, so we can shift this over. We're almost definitely not playing the Unsealings, although those are really cool. Okay, we've got 5 in our top end. These are all maybes. Eldrazi we control. Gain tap to add a color. I didn't notice that. There. That could be useful. Especially for creating a bunch of little ones. 2 flares. I don't know on those. Because most of our stuff is devoid anyway. Alright, let's count where we are. So we're at 5, 10, 16, 22, 31. We gotta cut 8. Interesting. That basically ramps us 2. And 2 go, take that, then. This is kind of mid. So we gotta drop 7 now. I think this is a little mid in the top end where we're at. We can do better. It's +6, so Rex is the greatest power among creatures in all graveyards. When it attacks, each player mills. During each of your turns, you may play a land and cast a spell from one card in your graveyard that were put there from the libraries this turn. How many other mill sources do we have? It's from libraries. Is he the only way we have to mill? Yes, he is. Okay, so not good. Not gonna do what we want him to do. But yeah, he becomes a big thing based on what's in the graveyard, but we don't have an easy way to put things in the graveyard. Also, we play Buried Alive, and that's just a little silly to play Buried Alive just to get him powered up. Okay. So now, where are we at? We're at 6, 10, 14, 19, 23, 28. So we still have 5 to drop. We still have 5 cards to drop. Alright. Furnace Hellkite. How many artifacts do we have? 1, 2, 3. We have 3 artifacts. Furnace Hellkite. Fire breathing 5/5 that on average is going to be a 6 drop. Wish Familiar is almost always going to cost 2/1 flyer that causes a discard. 5 cards to draw. Kinetic is good. Nightshade is good. Springheart Nantuko is amazing. We can use that later on to just keep making big things. Mirror. I think Cranial we can actually just drop. It's just okay. We don't have that many artifacts. Now we still need to drop 4. 29 minutes in. Okay, 4 cards to cut. Weight pounds are real good. Just assume those are out. So, cover. Scale, Triad, we Void Pouncer. We might be able to drop another. Oh, Void Pouncer's real good though. Especially Brood Scale is real good with the expanding ooze. So we're able to just keep making stuff. Same with Ooze Wag. Fetid Gargantua. Let's just keep making stuff with some of the others. Furnace Hellkite also is double red. We can cut that. Yeah, it's a flying, like it's a top end bomb, but it's also really greedy on the red. I'm trying to avoid that. So we still have 3 cards to cut. 3, 8, 13, 15. Yeah, still have 3 cards to cut. That's good. That's good. So right there we draw cards. This is a huge draw engine. I think we can actually drop the Lurker. Almost want to find a way to get the other Fetid Gargantua back in. So 2 cards left to cut. Dream Drinker. It's effectively a 3/2 lifelink. Keep putting counters on to do Menace. I think we can drop 1 Void Pouncer. It's real good though. No, that's a 5/4 or 5/3 trample haste for 5. Like that's really good. Line Breaker is amazing. Cursed Mirror. Cursed Mirror can just wallop someone out of nowhere, and it's a mana rock. Skittering Precursor. It's a Menace 3/3. It's a Menace 3/3 that makes him. Whenever you sacrifice a non-token permanent, how many ways to sacrifice do we have? None, right? I don't think we have any direct sacrifice. Yeah. We don't need him. Line Breaker. Wampus is silly. Let's see, 10, 15. I think we're at 24. I need 1 cut. That gives trample. Furbish is whatever. That gives it to modified creatures. Those can modify themselves. That modifies creatures and makes copies of things. Or just tokens. Night Shield Dryad. Mana Fixing and Death Touch. Matic. internalizes and ramps us all the hell. Just that. What are we ramping to, though? We've cut our top end. And at that point, with how much we've ramped, we don't even need this. Or how much we've cut from our ramp, we don't even need this. Path of Annihilation. Yeah, that's an easy cut at that point. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, it looks like this is it. We've really trimmed the top end on here, but we also just have a lot of really solid middle aggression that we can just keep rolling onto things. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, we're in Jund pretty reasonably. Revitalizing Repast that lets us keep doing that stuff. We still have Drowner of Truth as top end, as additional top end. Bridgewater Battle. And Pinnacle Monk. Yeah, we still have plenty of top end here. Okay. Yeah, so 17 lands yet again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15, 19, 23. Yeah, that's it. Cool. So 10. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red sources so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green sources. 1, 2, 3 black sources. So we want 7 more lands. Looks like 3, 2, 2. Yeah, 3 forests, 2 swamps, 2 mountains. That's it. We got it built. All right. Well, this one was a lot faster than the others. I might consider like figuring out a way to get quorum in, but it just doesn't seem exactly like what we want. Could probably figure out the way to get the flares in too. But this seems like a good solid point where we're at. A little bit of tweaking could go on, but seems pretty good. What we settled on was 2 Galvanic Discharge, 1 Foul Strike, 1 Fanged Flames, 1 Basking Brood Scale, 1 Fanatic of Ronus, 1 Nightshade Dryad, Springheart Nantuko, 2 Void Pouncer, 2 Dream Drinker Vampire, 1 Marionette Apprentice, 2 Expanding Ooze, 1 Eldrazi Line Breaker, 1 Cursed Mirror, 1 Wumpus Aberration, 2 Temperamental Oozewag, 1 Refurbished Familiar, 1 Fetid Gargantua, 1 Skoa Ember Mage, 1 Pinnacle Monk, 1 Bridgeworks Battle, 1 Stump Stomp, 1 Drowner of Truth, 1 Revitalizing Repast, 1 Sheltering Landscape, 1 Snow-Covered Waste, 1 Shattered Landscape, a second Sheltering Landscape, a Deceptive Landscape, 2 mountains, 2 swamps, and 3 forests. Very nice. Alright, well, thank you for joining me on this adventure. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff for the algorithm. I'm going to put this into a deck list and add it into the description. So take a look at it, let me know what you would build. If this is what you'd build too, say that too. But yeah, until next time, stay awesome. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.